Well, hello again. I just figured we had some unfinished business, even though we did finish this business. I've got a few more things that I felt were, I had to get out there. So, first and foremost, I believe for decades, maybe I've been calling this Skafish. We were listening to it yesterday. And I'm thinking maybe it's Skafish. And the reason I'm thinking that, well, for one hint, there's this line over the A. I don't know what that's called, but I'm sure somebody does. But also, when we put it on, I was expecting it to be yet another 80s ska band. And the music was decidedly not ska-ish, even though I thought it was Skafish. So, upon further inspection, I realized that there's a man named Jim Skafish, I think, and he's done a lot of this stuff, a lot of the instruments, the vocals, the the production, not the engineering, the production. I don't know exactly what that means, but anyway, I'm thinking for decades in my mind, though I have thought of this album maybe never. If I did think of it, I would have thought of it as Skafish. So I am now saying I was wrong. I believe it is Skafish. Okay, let's move on. Point number 2. The gods of random closed-eyed vinyl picking has brought us Haircut 100 today, little Nikki Hayward. How could I not be pleased with that? We've got another rainy day, which in dry California is a happy day, especially since we already have this loaf of bread. We've got Haircut 100. Life is good. Pandemic be damned. Okay, so we've addressed all I want to address about our musical hiccup. Let's talk bread. Okay, so when this bread came out of the oven, it was lovely and crusty and just great. And it's been a day, and I live in a little coastal community, which means that we've got lots of moisture in the air, even when it's not raining. What coastal community, you say? Let's see if I can hum the theme song while Haircut 100 is going on. Anyway, our bread, I think, turned out great, but I feel like I would be shortchanging y'all if I didn't actually cut it in half. Let's see what it looks like. Now, bear in mind, if it was fresh, it would be kind of crispier. But at this point, let's just see what it looks like on the inside. Feels good. Okay. Yeah, wow, look at that. Okay. So we've got some nice, airy, but not too big, holes. My mom always said if you find something like a big bubble, that's where the baker baked his wife in the bread. Is that morbid? Is it funny? I don't know. Don't know where she got that one. So yeah, this is good. It shows a really nice crumb. We got some nice loft, and I'm happy with this guy. We did discuss a moist coastal air. How would you store something like this? Well, first of all, you would eat it while it's fresh. But this bread actually keeps room temp in plastic for like a week. It does not mold. And I guess it will eventually, but as compared to store-bought bread, we always keep that in the fridge here. It makes it a little stale, but it's the only thing we can do to keep from mold happening, and this just doesn't do it. So my suggestion would be, in a climate like this, Eat it while it's fresh and delish. Keep it on your counter in plastic for as long as a week, and then as you need it, you just toast it up. You know, you can just take a big hunk, put it in the oven, like crust side up, put it on a little pan. If you're dining with a group, or you can just, you know, slice it up, toast it in the toaster. Another thing is bread freezes really, really well. So, you know, cut it in a chunk, wrap it in foil, throw it in the freezer. If it's going to be there a long time, you can double up by putting it in some kind of freezer bag as well. But then when you heat it up, just heat it up in the oven, in the foil, and that adds a bit of moisture back into it. And then if you want a crispy crust, you can open the foil for like the last 5 minutes. But anyway, so that's what you can do with bread. Because I kind of slashed it quickly when we're on our kitchen location, I wanted to give a little more thought into what I said about razor blades. So this is a two-sided razor blade that I just stuck with a bamboo skewer, just so I have a handle. Especially if you're slashing something that's already in the vessel, you want to be able to, you know, reach down in there. Now, you are supposed to slash it not straight up and down, but at like a 45-degree angle. And so this I just kind of put on the skewer by weaving it in the middle holes. These are nice and paper thin, and you can use them a few times until they get a little too not sharp or dull. So I just wanted to show you guys this, because now you can spend money and get a fancy, you know, like Williams-Sonoma wooden thing, and you know, that's cool. It's really nice to have fancy tools, but if you don't have one, you know, that would be a really nice gift actually for a bread baker. Get them one of those fancy, like walnut wood blade handles. They would love that. Now I'm gonna get like 10 of them. So there's that. Okay, so we've discussed our musical issues. We've had closure with our bread. And now I'm going to move on to one more thing. By the way, this is just kind of an EP, so I will have to flip the vinyl soon. I know it, but hey, it's worth it.